is a dish that's best served cold. Oh, in the world where you never bite a hand that feeds you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy go, so they say, it's all we know. And when we fall, then we fall. Hope it's a dream. Back of television telling lies to me. If a penny for your thoughts, then it's costing me. Just the luck of the draw in the... and an eye for an eye in today's economy. So they say. Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with... So they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run. Crawl before you walk. Walk before you run. The bad is the love of possession. Keep your friends close and...
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Boston Celtics. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the floor. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at the five. Now here's Doncic. Driving in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. Inside, here's Parrish, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Look, it's not easy to intimidate Parrish inside. I don't care how physical you get with him, he maintains his cool.
And it's in there.
That's pretty much any coach. That's how he'd like to start the game.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Boston. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when he spoke earlier. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, that's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight.
Allie, thank you. As they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Doncic against Johnson from behind the arc. Boston pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
McHale, the pass to Parrish. Here's McHale. Here's Ainge, defended by Thompson. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parrish. He goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Parrish has got his second basket.
Tell you what, with his size and soft touch, Parrish is a very reliable option on the inside.
Johnson against Doncic. Takes the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Ainge. He's guarded by Irving. Shoots. Offensive rebound, Celtics. McHale, pass to Parrish. Here's McHale. To the middle. Marked it down low that time. Got it to the
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And Dallas with possession. On the wing, Thompson. For 3. Offensive board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Over to the wing. Thompson with a steal. Hits a 3-on-3 fast break. And Doncic with the jam.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Here's Bird, defended by Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. McHale, the pass to Parrish. That one's good for 2.
That's simply an outstanding play. Working the side mismatch right at the rim.
PJ Washington.
First personal foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. At the line for your Celtics, Robert Parrish. Shooting one. One shot.
A double-double machine. Parrish understands his strengths on offense and also works hard at the defensive end.
Doncic passes to Thompson. The three from Washington. Rebounded by the Celtics. That's to Bird. To the paint. Thompson with a steal. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the inside, Doncic. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Doncic has got 7.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
From the high post. Here's McHale. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Well, you can't give him room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Timeout called. The Mavericks.
Section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there.
Boston Wizards.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavericks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Well, he does a good job using it. He's strong finisher.
Here's Wedman, and he gets it to go.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Marshall. Cleaver, right side. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Mavericks ball. The Mavericks lead by 3. Here's Grimes. Oh, and he got fouled his way up. He'll hit to the line to shoot 2. First personal foul. First team foul. These are his first free throws in the game. At the line for the Mavericks, Quentin Grimes. Taking 2 shots. Drops the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Bird. Here's McHale. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
As we like to say, a guy like McHale is a problem. He's such an excellent scorer in the low post.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's closely guarded. Ooh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Nice shot by Wedman.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Grimes. Misses the 3. Here's Bird. No points yet. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. The Celtics push the switch here. Vincent's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Exum comes in for Grimes. 30 seconds minutes left to play in the first quarter. Exum passes to Kleba. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Here's Exum. Nails the baby hook.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
The deep three. And out of bounds. The Mavericks will take it. Mavericks ball. Dinwiddie with it. Lets the three fly. He can't get down on the phone. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. First quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers. Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. They've got Johnson. And it's Ainge in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Count it.
You know, he's not the quickness of some guys, but he does see everything, including that opening.
Now Irving. There's the three. Harris with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the ball out of play. The Mavericks ball goes to Dallas. Thompson is checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson. Now here's Doncic. To the wing, right side. The three from Washington. The rebound by Ainge.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
At the line for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson. One shot.
Taller guard with the quick shooter, Klay Thompson is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got 9.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. A nice shot there.
Wetton pass to Ainge. Over Irving. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Harris with the basket. 9 points in the game. Here's Doncic. He's got 9. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Parrish. Now pulls it in. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. It's a 3-point game. Johnson against Doncic. Here's Bird. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed-up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavericks have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. And so it's Dallas with it. The Celtics making their last shot. Irving, that's good.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
from deep three-point land. Ainge can't hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there? You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one.
Out of bounds. That'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks with some changes. Gaffer, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Derek Lively in for Washington. Johnson against Doncic. Can't get it to fall. Boston trailing. Johnson inside. Defended by Thompson. 2 points.
Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
And here's Doncic outside. Boston pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Johnson with it. And Lively picks him up defensively. Here's Parrish. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. Quality game for him so far.
Boy, they're leaning on Parrish tonight, and with good reason. Why not? This guy's built to score.
Down low. And a fire dunked by Lively.
Assisted.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush.
Timeout.
Oh, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember. Vegas put together a little surge to break this game apart.
And the Celtics call time here.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
Second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Parrish. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Parrish has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Credit the plays they're calling for. Getting him right now some good shots.
Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Lively inside.
Celtics foul.
He's making a change here. Exum's checked in.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Dallas. Dante Exum.
Six to shoot. Dinwiddie outside. Sinks it from distance. Dinwiddie's got 5 points.
Well, you know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Outside the arc. Kept alive by Boston. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Lively. There's the drive. And a slider dunked by Lively.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And it's Bird missing. Bird's gone, just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Exum. Gets it to go. That makes it 2 for 3 in this game.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
To the paint. Here's Parrish. The leader falls for him. Difficult shot. 17 points in the game.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Celtics foul call. Robert Parrish. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Mavericks, Quentin Grimes. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Lively. It's both from the stripe. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bird passes to McHale. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Najee Marshall. First personal foul. First team
And
foul.
he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for Boston, Kevin McHale. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good.
You talk about footwork in the post, I think McHale is without peer. And it takes a lot of practice to refine the footwork that he has. That's dedication to your craft on full, fruitful display.
Celtics trail by 3. Seasting passes to Walton. Lays it up and banks it in. Walton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes 2 points, moves on.
Hey guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top, leading by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They led by 2 after the first. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate it without having to carry the load.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding the easy ones. They make it serious. Up in the second half, but that seems to force the other team to adjust to the way we play.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Dante Exum is out there with Washington, and it's Doncic in at point guard. And that one's good.
Harris with the basket. Harris cleaning it up for his team, using his length to protect the play and get to the basket.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Doncic.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win the championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Here's Doncic. After the basket by Boston. That three's off the mark. Here's Bird. Defended by Thompson. Here's Johnson. Here's Parrish. The kick out to Johnson. Up and over Doncic. The shot by Johnson, no good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Here's Parrish. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes too.
And Dallas calls time here.
It's something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle. Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Mavericks trailing. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter.
Boston foul. Kevin McHale. First personal foul. First team foul.
Washington. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Bird passes to McHale. Lays it up and in. Nice reverse. McHale's got 10.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do. Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Pass to McHale. In the air. Gafford grabs the miss.
Boy, blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
From deep, here's Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. And it's Gafford missing. Boston trailing. Here's Ainge. And banks in the layup. Ainge has got his first 2 points.
Well, pretty good balance that time from Ainge. Sometimes it seems like he's kind of preferring to finish through contact.
Irving, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Over to the left wing. Pass to McHale. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Left side Irving. Boston pulls it in. Bird's got 5 rebounds in the game. Johnson passes to Parrish. Thompson with the block.
So disruptive. Thompson's defensive instincts are off the charts.
Here's Doncic. Luka flying in for the can.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys. We know can look at other things for others.
Timeout called. The Celtics. It's over for Dallas. Lively. He's checked in for Washington. Marshall comes in for Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in for Luka Doncic. The Celtics with the lead. That's to Edmond. To the middle. Here's Walton. He's guarded by Gafford. And Walton gets it to go.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Dallas. To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Johnson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now it's a 5-point Celtic lead. Here's Dinwiddie. He has 7. There's the block. Pass to McHale. Here's Seaston. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Gafford with the ball. With a 9-footer. Here's Lively. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Edmond. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Dinwiddie, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's McHale. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through. A beautiful setup.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edmond. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run.
Dennis Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Dinwiddie outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Celtics leading by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass. For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking